like to go join the tunnel, go ahead, have some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Panther Stadium. We will do the starting lineups. For Wauwatosa, number 1, Evan Penegor. Number 3, Ryan Aker. Number 8, Chris Draper. Number 10, Desmond Reagan. Number 12, Will York. Number 17, Mike Nemitz. Number 22, Parker Gugula. Number 42, Wade Nickel. Number 29, Fisher Groom. And number 34, Jacob Zielinski. And now for your Oregon Panthers. At attack number 1, Parker Rita. At attack number 22, Brady Zimmerman. At attack number 29, Braden Henneke. Your midfielders tonight, number 3, Cato Mickelson. Number 9, Trevor Barlow. And number 13, Israel Mickelson. Your defenders, number 6, Jacob Sturks. Number 20, Tim Rice. And number 21, Levin Eustace. And between the pipes, number 99, Logan Leatherberry. And now, please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
OCA Media for Panther Playoff Lacrosse. I'm Jim Schleck, of course, with my partner, Mike Kesnick, the boss of lacrosse.
The boss, I like that.
He puts the max in the lax.
Oh, yeah, I do.
You know him from Dateline and Cops, and you probably know that he would kill for a Nobel Peace Prize.
I have.
And now he is the 7-time OCA Award winner and your favorite lacrosse broadcaster from southeastern regional Dane County, Mr. Mike Kesnick on the air.
Well, thank you, Jim. It's great to be here, and you got me blushing on all that.
Well, again, those 2 episodes you appeared on Dateline should have you blushing.
Yes, and the cops, you know, the bad boys. I'm the only guy to actually outrun those police on that TV show.
Yes, and it shows your son's. I think you have some big news on the lacrosse front that you wanted to share about your son. Drew may have decided to attend another college.
Yes, he has. In this day and age of the transfer portal, my son has transferred through the portal and is now going to be living in Jacksonville, Florida, and playing for the Jacksonville Dolphins.
Outstanding. A heck of a program. It's a program where they put lacrosse first, and that's one of the things I really like about that. They have the stadium right there on campus. The facilities are second to none, and they're committed to winning down there. So I know that'll be a great spot for Drew.
Yes, it will be, and as we said, it's an upgrade in all aspects. In the lacrosse, the weather, you name it, it's an upgrade. So,
well, it looks like we're getting ready for the face-off, which means it's Israel Mickelson's time. Of course, Israel recognized as the player of the year in the conference.
How about that?
For his job at the X this year. Of course, Logan Leatherberry, another unanimous selection. We had a couple second team players here on the wing. We've got Trevor Teen Beat Barlow, and of course Cato Mickelson, of course, of the Mickelson Mafia. And with the weather,
look at that,
Israel with the win.
You know, I think, Jim, I saw on FanDuel that they had Izzy at 85 plus.
As far as the first face-off?
For the game.
Oh, yeah.
85% for the game, so it's 85 and a half.
Yeah, I put several dollars on that myself because I'm a big fan of that Mickelson.
I picked the over myself.
All right, he sweeps there to his right. I think he's got an opportunity to shoot. Good shot, good save by the Wauwatosa goaltender.
Yeah, went for the 5-hole, didn't he?
Of course, this Wauwatosa team is made up of Tosa East, Tosa West, Rufus King, Heritage Christian. They've got folks from about 4 different schools on this squad. And of course, we're excited here. Panther Sports is made possible with financial support from our generous sponsors.
There we go.
We're on the board. Who got that one?
That was Cato.
Cato Mickelson.
Yep, and I believe that was a nice assist from Parker Riedel.
That is fantastic.
Yep, and it wasn't
scored by number 3.
Cato just cut in.
Mickelson.
Right at about 5 and 5.
Number 1, Parker
ripped
Riedel.
one up top.
Yep, Parker found him, and there you go. So that didn't take long, Jim, at 11 minutes, 17 seconds.
So less than a minute we're in there, right?
Yes, we are.
I mean, that was quite a shot, Mike. You know, they have the speed of light, but how fast is the speed of dark?
The speed of dark, I believe, is slower than the speed of light.
It is. And we have proof why. That should be a goal.
Oh, there it is.
Great fast break goal by the offense there.
And I tell you what, Jim, Parker has 2 assists. Both of those passes were right on target.
Yep, and nice finish there by Brady Zimmerman.
Panther goal scored by number 22, Brady
So the speed of dark,
Zimmerman.
I'm going to say, well, has something to do with a black hole, does it not, Jim?
You know, for all I know, I don't really know much about science. I'm just here for the lacrosse.
Okay.
But that's a good start for the Panthers. 2-0 in less than a minute.
So far, Cato's 100%.
Well, and Israel, who's actually the face-off specialist, might actually be doing well too. Now he's 100% on his third face-off.
Yes.
So it's nice to see that he has continued with his winning ways. You know, Mike, is it true that some folks, everybody has a photographic memory, but some folks just don't have any film?
That is true. Yes, I can attest to that.
So with that, you know, just trying to figure out here, we've got, looks like Henry Rothering playing long pull, feet in the middle, deflected here, picked up by the Wauwatosa midfield. Ball's at the top right, just to the right side of Logan Leatherberry, now down back right. They move behind the cage with Tim Grice on the attackman there. Slides it over to there. Levin Eustace playing defense as well. Levin used to be number 11, but now he's 21.
Yep.
So I will miss the 11-11 call.
Yes, that makes it harder on us, doesn't it?
It sure does.
And this is Wauwatosa's first attempt at offense, so let's just see what they can
Come up with here.
get together. Yes.
So here we go, coming in from the top left. They're making a move on Brett Rude. Slides right. Nobody to pass. Now the drop ball picked up by Trevor, the Hoover on ground balls, has been for 10 years. You know,
He's got some wheels, doesn't he?
he does, and he works hard on offense and on defense.
I think you call him the blue-collar kind of kid, right?
Yep, he's a grinder.
He's a grinder.
Right.
Yep.
And here's another interesting stat for you, Mike. 82% of statistics are made up.
Wow. I wonder what the other 18's all about.
No
Could
idea.
it be real?
It could. It could. Here we go. Up top here with Jacob Yeakley. He's going to sweep to his right. That's where he has his strong shot from.
Good
Gets
call.
around the first defender. Shot
Wow.
and a goal on the inside pipe. So
Yes.
just he brought it back.
Yes, he did. It looked like it was going 5-hole, but I think since he was on the move himself, moving to the right, this is a physics question for you, Jim. Would the ball go right into the 5-hole? But if you're moving to the right, I think it.
If you're moving to your right, the ball's going to flow right. So he got
Yep.
it on the inside pipe.
right.
Oftentimes people overcompensate, and they actually shoot it wide on the far right side of the goalie. Actually, it comes in on the left side if it's the inside pipe. So we're back at the X. We've got, Israel Mickelson facing off again. Surprise, surprise. He's going to go ahead and get that up. There he goes. Now he goes forward with that one. It's a fast break.
Are we going to see a full show?
He might go for a faux show. It looks like he's got some space. Good check by the defender. There you go. Pick it up with two hands. Washington Lee's going to want to see two hands. Of course, I make fun of Israel, but he's heading off to Washington Lee next year. And you always have to use two hands on a ground ball, kids.
Yep,
Doesn't
fine
matter the
institution.
situation. Unless it's an advantage to use one, always use two. That's what the coaches are looking for at the top level of lacrosse. Of course, we want to congratulate the Notre Dame Fighting Irish for their second consecutive NCAA championship.
Yeah, how about that?
Pretty exciting to be there.
And also, I want to say a shout out to the BC women. Boston College ended up upsetting Northwestern in a great finish.
It was a
If you
great
watched
finish.
the
I'll tell you that goalie
women's
for
game.
Boston College made one of the best championship saves I've seen off her foot in the last 20 seconds of that game. So pretty darn exciting. And here we go, Jacob sweeping again to the right. He's going to get that shot off again. Nice trail check by the Wauwatosa defender. Ball down in the center there. That's got to be a white ball there. Good battle on the ground ball. Pulled out. Looks like that's Braden Konecki. Pulls it back out. We get it set back up with Brett Rude, number 5, on the top right of the box. Moves it to top left here. Looks like that's Cato Mickelson sweep special. It's going to be a bounce shot is my prediction. Oh, shot knocked down in the crease, though, by the defender. Ball's moving back up. Nice clear here. Good hustles. Clearly an athlete on the Wauwatosa squad.
He's got some wheels, doesn't he?
He sure does. Number 17 as a long stick.
That's Mike Nemitz.
Nemitz?
Nemitz?
I don't know.
He's a nemesis.
Yes. He is Oregon's nemesis tonight.
Well, they list him as a LSM, but he's close D right now, but I'm sure he does it both.
All right, Mike, another quick question for you. What if you get scared half to death twice?
Ooh, yeah. Then you'd be scared 3/4 to death if you do the math.
The math says something a little different there.
Well,
I don't know which math. This might be the new math, right?
Yeah, it is new math, because if you're half to death and then you take half of that, that would be half of a half, which
That's
is
some
a quarter.
quick math from Mike
See?
Kestnick.
Yep.
We're going to try and stump Mike throughout the evening.
Yes. That's the new math.
Mike, is it true that you almost had a psychic girlfriend, but she left you before you met?
Yes, that is true.
All right, nice
She
save
could
by
tell
Logan
something
Leatherwood.
bad was coming.
Yes. So along those lines, if you meet a psychic, why do you have to introduce yourself?
I would think you wouldn't have to.
All right, there we go. Nice clear.
And also, why on the psychic fair poster did they even put the date?
That's true.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to.
They shouldn't have to. Yeah, I'm with you.
I can't tell you the amount of money I wasted on psychics back in the late 80s.
Oh, yeah.
1-900.
Yes, I remember the Jamaican lady late at night.
Yes.
What was her name?
The mistress something.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I did waste a lot of money, and no way did it predict my future. But little did I know that at the time.
You see, that's
Still might happen.
That's the psychic part about it.
Yeah, I mean, I plan to live forever. So far, so good.
You know, speaking of, I'm not so sure the listeners know about your. You almost beat Bobby Flay.
That's true. That's true. Back in season 3, it started with a preliminary round where I competed with a gentleman from Chesapeake, Maryland. It was called the Kraut Down. I had to make a certain kind of sauerkraut, and I used a recipe that was sour cherry, bacon, apples, and a hint, just a hint, of mango chutney. And so I won the Kraut off.
Well, for sure.
The Kraut Down. Then in the finals against Bobby, they called it the Pop Off. I made my signature popcorn dish using avocado oil, Amish baby white rice popcorn, and a little spice mix, Puerto Rican spice mix called Sol Mio. I unfortunately lost because Bobby threw out his typical garbage of cilantro, lime, and an Anco chili, and clearly the fix was in.
Sounds like it. I mean, from your description,
I pulled out all the tricks. Avocado oil actually heats to a higher level, so you get a crunchier corn. But, the show's not called Beat Jim Schleck. It's called Beat Bobby Flay.
Yeah.
And
you don't see a whole lot of people beating him, do you?
I mean, that's exactly right. But if anybody wants to check that out, season 3, I think we were filming live that year from the Aspen Food and Wine Show.
Nice clear.
Season 3. Again, I think the episode's called Pop Off and the Kraut Down. So if folks want to check that out on the web, Again, I didn't win, but I think I put in a heck of an effort.
Well, from the description of that kraut, I'm going to have some of that.
Yes, absolutely. I'll be making that for perhaps one of the future lacrosse fundraisers.
Yes, I may have to have some of that for breakfast now. That sounds like.
Yeah, well, I'll get you the recipe for sure. So again, the Panthers still up 3-0. 3:45 left in the half. Shot Israel Mickelson just back. Cam White backing it up. Ball's coming in at X. We've got 3 minutes and 39 seconds. The Wauwatosa defense has slowed down the Oregon offense here for the last few minutes.
I just want to mention, Jim, the last game we witnessed against Wauwatosa, Cam White had a heck of a game. I believe he had a hat trick in that game, perhaps an assist also.
I think he had 2 goals and no assists.
Oh, we have flag down.
Flag down, so this is a free offensive set. Is Mickelson shot off hip, saved by the goaltender.
Nice
but
snare.
It looks like we're going to get a little bit... a man up. Not sure what the call was, but we'll find out. But we're going to go 6-on-5. Mike, a lot of people say a clear conscience is the sign of a poor memory. Is that true?
That is true. That is true, because I have both.
Outstanding. So it looks like Parker Riedel is going to be bringing it in on the far side of the box. Again, 3 minutes, 22 seconds. We want to thank Jordan, our camera operator, as always, doing a heck of a job. She was able to zoom in on a rainbow just behind the American flag. It brought a tear to my eye in the warm-ups. That's some great film work, and OCA Media is lucky to have her. Shot just wide of the mark by Trevor, the teen beat Barlow.
Let's just mention that Jordan is a 3-time winner herself.
Yes, for film work on a lacrosse game in Southeast Regional Dane County. So I know
she's very humble. She's not going to acknowledge it at all.
I know, but when she wears the crown and the robes, you can tell, she is pretty happy with the win. And then now that she has 3 different badges on her shoulder with the 3 different wins with the OCA Media robe and crown.
She earned those patches,
She sure did. All right, looks like Cam White putting on a hard ride here. We're still... looks like we're even now. Good ride here. Cam's not slowing down.
It's their man Fisher.
Oh, nice job. That results in hopefully a turnover here. That's just, he's playing a lot like a young Kavanaugh there.
Oh, look at that.
Look at him. He's taking the abuse. Oh, my gosh. Not that one, though.
Yeah, no.
That was a hard push. I think we're going to get a flag on that, perhaps cross-check.
Perhaps it's just one of those things where their defenseman Fisher is roughly twice the size of Mr. White, so...
Well, that's what happens when a large object hits a smaller object.
Yep, I
Often
do believe,
that small
force,
object moves.
Isn't that force equals mass times acceleration?
Could be. Again,
Sounds
Professor
right.
Mike here with you again on the physics show. So,
Yep.
Mike, is it true half the people you meet are below average?
1/2, exactly.
All right,
Yep,
excellent.
Yep, but actually,
How do you know which half?
There are a few that are average. You know,
How many?
Average at everything.
Would there be a peak in that curve, or
No,
how would that work?
there would be I would think that'd be the median.
The median.
Yes.
Okay,
But
so
my statistics are off anyway. So.
now you're a stats guy as well as a physicist. Shot and a goal.
Nice.
It's a hammer from Jacob Gakely.
Yes, that was.
Again,
went
nice
high,
to have
didn't
him
he?
back.
Goes top shelf.
Yes, again, at the speed of dark.
At the speed of darkness. Correct.
Yes, we do not know.
You know, Jim,
what
that shot
speed
was
is.
so fast it may have escaped a black hole.
That's
even,
true.
Even I know that gravity and light cannot escape a black hole. Typically caused by stars imploding on themselves.
True.
Yes. The question is, can a black hole escape a black hole? Do you know the answer to that, John?
Assist goes number 1, Parker Rita.
That is a deep thought, Mike.
That is deep thought.
All right, so we got Is Mickelson at the X again. So far, he is 100%.
Yeah, I think if you pick the over on the FanDuel, I think you're good.
I should make $7 or
There
$8.
goes a faux show. No.
Nope. It's going to be a faux go. No.
Yeah.
Faux row. Here we go. Faux show. Nope. They picked that up easy at early double. That means somebody's open though. They're slowing things down, getting another offensive midi in. Looks like that's going to be Cato Mickelson with about 1:45 left in the half here at Panther Stadium.
Still a little bit of a rainbow out there, I can see.
Yes. Panthers are feeling lucky. Good shot.
Oh,
Great
nice.
shot by Brett Root, top right corner.
Yep.
Just struck the inside pipe.
Yep.
As I said, we're going to need some offense out of a lot of players here if we're going to make a deep playoff run, and that's a great place to start.
And expect the Wauwatosa, sure enough, I was going to say expect the Wauwatosa to call a timeout. And sure enough, they did. So what's happening here, Jim, as you can tell, is when you have Israel Mickelson that wins the faceoffs, you're basically asking your goalie, if you're Wauwatosa, to make the initial save every time. And right now, I believe Wauwatosa has had the ball in their possession maybe once or twice, but really, the Panthers have been in possession and control of the game. And so if their goalie does not make the save, it's going to be curtains.
But they do say the sooner you fall behind, the more time you have to catch up.
That is deep. Yes.
Right? They do say that about sports.
Yep, this is true.
The sooner you fall behind, the more time you have to catch up.
Correct. You know, and that's why we used to give up the opening kickoff in football here in Oregon a lot, because it was only 8 seconds into the game.
Yeah.
We had a lot of time, and that's what they were least expecting.
Why is my flashlight on? All right.
Okay, so with 1:31 left in the first quarter, the score is 5-0 in favor of the Panthers. And as we can see this game unfolding, Jim, it's, again, the same formula we've seen for a while. Win the faceoff and possess the ball until you get a fine shot.
Yep, we've been doing that for 3 years straight here on this Oregon field. Of course, it started with Adam Slager back in the day, who's now playing at Marquette. And he handed the reins over to Israel Mickelson last year, who had a similar year. And then this year, he's just only dominated further.
Yes, he has, and I think that was a big part of the equation of being the player of the year in the conference. If we haven't mentioned that yet, Israel Mickelson did become the player of the year.
Is that the third straight year a Panther has won it as well? I think Drew Kesnick won it 2 years in a row.
Drew won it 2 years in a row, and last year I'm not sure who the player of the year was.
Oh, that's true. I believe it was last year.
Yes, so it's slipping my memory.
We had a year off there.
Yeah.
I think it was Carter Blackburn from Wanakee.
It could have been. So anyway,
of course,
3 out of 4
he's off
years.
to Loyola, though. He's off to Loyola to play.
Yes.
Great kid, great attackman. He's going to do wonderful things for bringing attention to Dane County lacrosse.
Yep, and the tension is rising in this area for lacrosse.
Interesting. Now you can see the wings on the Wauwatosa team. As soon as the whistle is blown, both wings don't even try and go in and get the ball. They simply run back on defense.
Yeah, they just want to prevent the fast break, don't they?
Yes, very true. So, Mike, another quick question for you. They say if you steal someone's idea, it's plagiarism. But if you steal many people's idea, it's research.
Huh. Well, you know, that's interesting. I wasn't sure if I was stealing ideas or IDs.
IDs. Is that something? Oh, was that part of your Dateline episode?
Yes,
if I recall?
yes. If you steal enough IDs, then that's just research.
Here we go. Sweep to the right. Sweeping back to the left. He's working his way in. Pass cutter. Cam White. Good save by the
Nice.
keeper, but a nice take. I really like how Cameron White moves off ball. He is filling space from where the slide comes from, following the defender in. He's got great footwork, and he, he's starting to remind me of a young Kavanaugh,
Yes.
size-wise and tenacity.
Yes.
And, really smarts, too. Here we go, Trevor Barlow.
Oh, this is
Sweeping
gonna
left.
go
This
in.
might be a goal. Oh, good shot, good save. The
Nice.
keeper's having a heck of a day. We've got 12 seconds left here in this quarter.
We've seen Barlow score from that spot many
So
times.
is Mickelson, brings it in. He's going to have to
5
shoot here
seconds.
for, nice stick check ball's not going to get out of bounds with this wet grass. And that's going to be the end of the quarter.
Well, very nice. A fine quarter by those Oregon Panthers, and it's 5-0 at the end of the first quarter. And I got to say, Jim, the Panthers again have dominated using the same old formula: win the faceoffs and control the ball. And if you're Wauwatosa, basically you're asking your goalie to make a save.
Yep.
You're going to have him
And
make
he's
one
made
more
several.
save than the other team. Yes. And if they're dropping their wings right on the faceoff, they're just trying to prevent the fast break, so
Yep.
that they know that
They've
they're
basically given up on possession.
yeah,
on the
they're
faceoff.
conceding the face-off. So
And while we've got a moment here between quarters, I do want to thank the great financial support, the generous sponsors that we have here in Oregon,
Yes.
including the Village of Oregon, which is a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, community, and alliteration.
yes,
The
good
Oregon,
alliteration.
the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster buddy today.
and future NIL payments, right?
Well, I don't know if we've gotten there yet, but that might be a whole different fund. Again, we're going to avoid that given your experience there on Dateline with IDs, etc.
This is true.
And of course, Wisco Industries, a proud supporter of Panther sports, celebrating their 75th anniversary in 2024. And I do have to say, Wisco Industries supports every club around here. They have been a sponsor of virtually every raffle, every event, every year. They have something special for every club in the area. They're a fixture here in Oregon, and we're lucky to have them.
Yeah, big supporters.
And of course, finally, we want to thank Culver's. Culver's of Oregon. Welcome to Delicious. What's
Gotta
your
like those
favorite custard flavor?
Oh, I love those concrete mixers. If I could pour all the ingredients in one, I would do it.
So that might be called the Kesnick. Perhaps we can get a
Yes.
little sponsorship going.
We should.
NIL money for the Kesnick.
I can see it.
Absolutely, because again, NIL money is not just for athletes. Your broadcasters, your announcers, all looking for NIL sponsorships.
Jordan,
Jordan,
Number-
behind the camera.
exactly.
If you at Sony are hearing this right now, Jordan's using a Sony camera. So I'm thinking a nice fat NIL check for Jordan
Yep.
would be a wonderful thing to go with her robe and her crown for
She
being the
deserves
best
it.
camera
And the
person
big
in the
gold
area.
medallion she wears.
That with just the camera on it.
Yeah.
I believe there's even a Sony logo on that
I think-
camera.
and
so
it is it's like a body cam.
it is. It actually the Sony logo.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that. I think Israel
What do you know?
got beat. What's going on
Yeah.
here? Shot, pipe. All right, different Wauwatosa team here in the second quarter.
That's right. They come out firing, and I think Logan may have made a save with the shoulder or hit the pipe. That was.
I
tough
don't
to
know if
see.
it bounces off your shoulder that way. That pipe looked pretty solid.
Yes.
All right, back up to number 12. He was the one with the faceoff win. So ball's back out up top. Number 4. Here we go. I don't know these players.
Here we go.
Okay,
Forward would be Lucas. How do you
go for that. All right, and then
Dudek.
Dudek. All right. So again, we want to thank Ben Rothering for doing the on-field announcing here tonight. It's again one of those things where if you don't succeed skydiving, it's not for you the first time.
Yeah, no.
No, we gotta be clear about
You
that.
don't want to do that again.
So here we go. Roll back on Levin. Here we go. Ball's up top right of the goalkeeper. Still top right. looking to make a pass across the center. That could have been a flag, but it looks like they're calling it a brush. Now it's top left here. Trevor Barlow playing some D. Top center with Henry Rothering moving to the side left. Switches off to Trevor Barlow. Ball down. Tim Grice with the scoop. Passes it over to Logan Leatherberry. Logan's looking for a clear. And speaking of clear, one of our new NIL members is the Clear System at your local airport. They are sponsoring Logan Leatherberry from now on.
Nice.
It is called Clear for a reason, and that's what Logan does.
Yes, he does. And, I got to say, Jim, that was a caused turnover by the Panthers defense. And if nothing else, Wauwatosa gave their defense a slight rest because they've been up against the wall all the first quarter. And now, hopefully,
with Wauwatosa back on offense,
yes,
moving the ball across field, they're playing with a lot more confidence this quarter. And then Jacob Sturtz, of course, going to Carroll University next year, senior. I believe he was honorable mention as well for
formerly known as Carroll College.
Yep, he was honorable mention for all conference. So shout out to Jacob. And here we go. Looks like Cato Mickelson's playing a little defense here now behind the goal, playing on both ends of the field. Those Mickelsons. He's playing a little D. Get some practice with the older brother, the surgeon.
Yes, they do it all.
All right, roll back. Good D. Nice stick check there. Ball's picked up at the top of the box. Going to stay with Wauwatosa. We've got 9 minutes and 26 seconds left in the quarter. Of course, the Wauwatosa is moving from north to south. And the ball's up top still. Trevor Barlow playing defense at the top of the box. They're looking to maybe set up a drive down the alley. I don't think this is a go on Trevor Barlow.
No,
solid defender.
I don't think he knows what he's up against.
Yeah, ball moves back up top. Jacob Sturtz moves back ball behind the net. Like I said, Wauwatosa is moving the ball really well, but they're not penetrating that Oregon defense. Nice swim move there, but Cato Mickelson's ready for it. Ball's coming in top right, top center. Ball's top center. Moves over to top left. Again, defense, they're playing well, communicating down there. Not really giving Wauwatosa an opportunity, but also, as you mentioned, giving that Wauwatosa defense a rest.
Which they needed.
Apparently he's all right.
Yes.
No, as he moves back left. I don't know if the fan had that right.
I think he was just saying he was in a good place.
He was all right. He was feeling good.
Yes.
And we want fans to shout that out.
Yes.
I'm all right.
Feeling
You're all right. We're all right.
Yes.
And again, as we've said on many a broadcast.
Oh, nice turnover.
If you see a ref at McDonald's or at even your local grocery store and they're wearing their stripes, give them a hug. Hug a ref. Without referees, our sports would not occur.
And buy him a McFlurry.
Or a McCafe.
Nice clear.
And a nice catch by Brett Root. Okay. Is that a timeout?
I believe that's a
or
timeout.
Was that Thunder?
Nope, that's a timeout.
Okay, good.
Timeout, Panthers.
Timeout for the Panthers.
Jim, I just heard from our crack statistician, Jason Leatherberry, that the Panthers in the first quarter had 9 shots on goal and Wauwatosa had 1. So, therefore, you have a 5-0 lead.
Or a 9-1 shot differential.
Or a 9-1 shot differential, yes.
Thank you for the stats. And that's leatherberrystats.com. If you'd like to check up on any lacrosse stats, you can go to
www.leatherberrystats.au.com/stats.org. Yes.
And
you
can
ask
find that
stats of any game.
Or on his MySpace account, where, again, that is our new headline leading NIL deal.
All right, ball's in.
Okay, so there we go. We got balls checking back into the top of the box. Ball moves to the top left of the box, moves it back down to the attack. That's Brady Zimmerman, moves it back behind Back behind to Parker Riedel. Parker Riedel over to Brady Kenneke. Up to Brett Rude. Up to, I believe it's going to get passed up here to Jacob Yakely. Nope, cross court to Owen Tauschik. Owen Tauschik at the top left of the box. Looking for an opportunity to move it back down to the attack, move the ball around. Again, Panthers taking their time here. There is no rush, up 5-0. Of course, no shot clock here at the high school level, unlike the collegiate level.
Yep, so it looks like they're getting ready to set up the offense, and I think I feel a sweep coming here.
Yep, sweep to the right, you know, with that hammer of a shot.
Oh,
that's going to be it.
goes.
Boom, that's a goal.
Yep.
Usually you can put that right up. I think unfortunately, the Wauwatosa defenseman slipped on the surface here. Of course, Oregon Panthers known for being mutters.
Yes, they are.
Their mothers were mutters. Their fathers were mutters.
Yep, they come from a long line of mutters.
Yes.
And it appears you're right. Jacob Eakley used his mutter instincts right there and got the two defenders from the defense to run into each other.
That's true. Mike, is it still true you borrow money from pessimists because they don't expect you to pay them back?
Yes, it's a quality move.
Yes. Great way to earn some money, too.
Yep. Then you just got to give them an excuse. Yeah, I got it coming. Don't worry.
Oh, 6-0 procedure call.
Wow.
I'm shocked. All right, so again, number 12 with the drive. He's on Trevor Barlow. He's going to try and get a quick shot off here. Looks like pushes off and shot wide of the mark.
That was a quality move. That's Will York.
And Will York looks like he's a heck of a player.
Yes, he's a midfielder.
Looks like this isn't his first time playing lacrosse.
No, I don't think so.
Attack moves back there behind Tim Grice. Levin Eustace knocks it out. Picked up again by the Wauwatosa midfielder. Moving down right side of the goal. He's even with goal. Now he's back right. Back right. Trevor Barlow follows behind the goal. Looks like they're going to try to invert is what that's called, kids. When your midfielder brings another midfielder behind the goal to attack. Moves it up top, so if there's an early slide, generally you have some folks to pass to. We run that similar play with the kids at U8 where we sneak them back down behind. Oh boy, that was a good clear. And again, we want to suggest clear at the airport. Whenever the Panthers get a clear, we do receive a large NIL check.
Huge numbers.
Huge numbers. Perhaps we'll be putting in a turf field with the clear logo on it next year. That's still in negotiation. Panthers are slowing it down. We've got a goal here from Cato earlier. Trevor Barlow sweeps light. That is a goal every time.
Yep.
8 yards out. Trevor Barlow sweeping to his left.
Trevor
That's going to result in a goal.
Yep. Trevor team beat Barlow.
Goal!
Oh!
Trevor Barlow.
Panther goal scored by number 9.
I think I heard a Vuvuzuela out there, Jim.
That's the fans. Yes.
The Euro fans have come.
You know, that's for, you know, again, we're not just broadcasting here in Oregon, but from around the globe.
I believe that was Northern Ireland. I just heard that.
That could be. Could be. But Barlow with that lefty sweep is always
That's money.
Money.
Yeah, it is.
So, is Mickelson back on the winning track?
Yes.
Good for Israel Mickelson.
Yes.
Sweeps it down the left side. We got 5 minutes, 22 seconds left in the quarter. Of course, is Mickelson with the full show?
No, they're saying he landed in the crease, but
so
that ball was in the goal.
Full no-show.
A full no-show. I think he was pushed, but, you know, at this point.
You know, again, it's when you're up 7-0, you're never going to get that call.
No,
if it was
you're not.
A 7-6 game that might go your way.
Maybe,
but, you know, it's a tough call without replay to make that call to say, you know what? He was pushed, but he was in the crease, but he scored a goal.
Yeah.
Where do you want to fall? That's why they brought the instant replay and the challenge flag to lacrosse.
That's
because
right.
it plays just like that.
And the protective spot in the crease.
For the goaltender.
Yes. In the college level, we'll see how long it takes to come down to the high school level. Someday it'll be here.
And I'm pretty sure eventually they'll move to that shot clock too.
Yep.
Again, Jacob Yeakley with the sweep right, just a little bit wide on that shot, but when he gets moving and he lets that go, he's got a heck of a shot.
That was a hammer, wasn't it?
Sure was. Here we go. Parker Riedel's bringing it back in from behind. I'd like to see him take him to the hole. He's got the skills. Up just to pass, just a little low. And here we go. We've got up. There we go. That's it. Right there. Roll him up. Oh, good check. Good check on the Wauwatosa defender. Nobody seemed to want to pick that ball up for a second.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, pass right in the middle. I think he was hungry to make that extra pass, but of course, the Tosa defender was there. Again, we referred to him earlier.
Yes.
He is the nemesis of the Wauwatosa Nemitz, I believe.
Yes, he
of
is.
The
The
Wauwatosa
LSM
defense.
/ close D.
Yep, good defense by Tim Rice there. Now, Logan, let's stay in the goal here. I don't like to see this 3-on-1 here. Here we go. It's a long pass.
Look at
Great
that.
look. Right on the money.
Oh.
Boy, I think I'm going to count that a clear.
Yep.
That's another
Another
check.
$10,000 for us, right?
Oh, whoa. We're not announcing numbers on the air.
Sorry.
Okay. But yes, it was $10,000.
10,000 units.
Units.
Yeah, that's it.
Of money.
Yes.
Yes, so it goes. We've got 3 minutes, 23 seconds. Brett Root's taking the ball up top again. I'd love to see more Panthers getting involved in the offense. That was a good swim dodge. Moves it over to Owen Tauschek. Good shot, good save. Ball bounced behind the net. This is a clear now for Wauwatosa. We get zero money when they clear it. So let's knock it down.
Yeah.
Let's ride this and not let them get a clear. That's not going to help the pocketbook. They did get the clear.
Yep. It happens.
It does.
Oh, nice stick check. I think that was Cato. It's causing issues.
Jacob Sturtz getting the ball out of the center of the field. Good, smart move. He looked to go to his goaltender. Saw that was covered. Now here we go, Jacob Sturtz. I'm going to count that as a clear too.
Yep.
Oh, that's a great fake to throw it off the player who's covering you.
Yes,
and get
off
the
his
ball.
face mask.
For you kids at home, that's one sure way to distract your defenders, to throw it off his face mask.
And get his attention.
Yes, absolutely. But then when you get the ball back, it's like you never did it.
Yes.
Again, I want to remind folks, 82.7% of all statistics are made up on the spot. So shot and a goal. Oh, no, shot off the keeper. Good save there. And
Ball
it's
still in.
Staying in. Oh, and we stayed in. Nope. They slid it out of bounds. Fiddlesticks.
All right.
So as we said, if you want to see a rainbow, you got to put up with the rain, and we sure had a nice one here. Again, I want to thank Jordan for capturing that in our opening segment. It was a beautiful shot of the flag. My understanding is that she may be licensing that to channels across the country for when they go off the air at night. Just a shot of the American flag with a rainbow behind it as their broadcast discontinues. I think we might want to start using that on all OCA Media broadcasts.
I think you're
as you
accurate
fade
on that.
out at the end of your broadcast.
Sure. Fade
you got
in
this
at the beginning.
At the beginning of a rainbow and a flag. It was just gorgeous. And a nice set of pines back there. We got the state flag.
Yes.
We got the Panther
That's
flag.
the Irv Kissling tree.
Oh, is it? I
Yes.
did not know that.
Framed by the goalpost. Yep.
Oh, up Brady Fields with a fake there on the clear up. I don't think we're going to get our money on that one.
Ooh, nice.
Good check though by Jacob Sturtz.
Yep. Oh, a little.
Is that a timeout? That might be a timeout.
A little pushing and shoving. That's okay.
Wait, what do we got here? Is there any laundry on the field? as they
No
like to
laundry
say?
on the field. Just a little bit of frustration from Wauwatosa.
Whenever there's laundry on the field, we are sponsored by Gain Detergent.
Yes. And Ajax.
Yes. Of course, when we say we're sponsored by anything, that's all made up. So folks know that we actually don't receive any money for doing this. We are here by our own volition, and of course, the man who puts the max and the lax and the boss of lacrosse, Mike Kesnick, wouldn't have it any other way.
Not any other way.
So
Nope.
with about a minute left in the half, the score 7 for the Oregon Panthers and 0 for the Wauwatosa Boys Lacrosse Varsity Collective.
Well put.
I don't know. I haven't got a note here because it's
I'm not sure what they
Tosa
are.
East, Tosa West, Heritage Christian, and Rufus King.
But what can we make out of that?
I don't know.
We'll have to come up with something.
If we had Wordle, and we could make this a Wordle challenge. So you have the letters to work with is TEWHC R and K.
Well then.
So any of you fans out there who want to write Mike on his MySpace
Not
account,
a lot of vowels in that one, is there, Vanna?
no, but we could maybe use the E more than once, which they often do in Wordle.
Okay.
But I do appreciate you calling me Vanna.
Yes.
All right, so we'll flip the letters over as we get the name. So now it looks like the ball's
Tosa's
going to
ball.
be coming in top right outside the box with 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the half. Ball's up top. Here we go, covered by Henry Rothing. 1 minute left in the period, as they say in hockey, but that's not what they say in lacrosse. So here we go, ball's coming in top center. Moves it back right.
Oops, bad pass.
Brady Field playing defense out there, defensive midi. Short stick D midi, as they say in lacrosse. And again, as a reminder, all you youth out there, if you're having a hard time getting on the field at offense, just work your tail off on defense. You're going to get on the field. If you can play good defense, you're going to get on the field.
Nice save by our man Logan.
Every possession counts in lacrosse, so whether you're holding the ball or making sure the other team doesn't score. All right, ball's coming in across midfield, a little high, picked up by Tosa. This may not result in our payment again from the clear.
Under 10 seconds.
Nice stick check. They're going to try and get to the goal. It's going to shot and a save. Ball moves back, rolls behind, and that's going to be the end of our half.
Very nice shot, save by Logan Leatherberry, saving the ball with 1 second left in the half. And that would have been a slight momentum builder for Wauwatosa had that ball gone in. So credit our man Logan for that.
Logan the Wall Leatherberry steps up to the challenge.
Yep.
And we'll be right back after the halftime here at OCA Media and Panther Stadium. back to the Panther broadcast here on OCA Media. Just getting back after the first half of some great Panther lacrosse action. Score 7-0. And just heard across the announcer that the Oregon girls soccer team has moved on to the next round. That's some great news.
Oh, very nice.
Go Panthers. And then, of course, we want to say we're on OCA Media. It's your local community access television station. We broadcast local, entertaining, informative programs on Charter and TDS cable. On-demand programs like Panther Sports on our YouTube channel. And check out our website for our program guide. More information, www.ocamedia.com. And of course on our MySpace account, ocamedia.com. So coming back for the second half, Mike, what were the shots that first half?
Well, the shots were 12 for the Panthers and 4 for the Wauwatosa Blazers.
The Blazers. Okay,
yes.
so it's not the
Blazers.
Wauwatosa Boys Lacrosse Varsity Collective. It is
not.
Wauwatosa Blazers.
Blazers for short, which is
so
short for Wauwatosa Boys Collective.
Would that be at the speed of dark or the speed of light, that blazing speed?
Well, if it was lasers, it would be at the speed of light, but since it's Blazers, it's the speed of darkness.
And of course,
it's kind of what you would expect, Jim. I think the Panthers were a 5 seed and the Blazers were a 12 seed, so it's kind of playing out how we expect.
Guess what? Mickelson with a quick face-off win, moves it down. This could be a faux sure, and it is.
Certainly
Boom.
is.
What was that, 8 seconds?
Yep, the trifecta, the win the face-off, the fast break, the shot, the goal.
That was the speed of dark.
Yes, it was.
So, an odd question. If your car went as fast as the speed of light, would the high beams work?
That is a good question.
And what just happened there,
I think your
Mike?
flashers, it would happen so fast.
What just happened there, Mike?
I could. Oh, I think I hear the European Venezuela fans are in the crowd.
Yes, it was a goal.
Yes,
and
goal.
with Trevor Barlow.
Yep, here he goes.
Barlow moves it up top right to Braden Kenneke. Kenneke moves the ball up to the box with Jacob the Hammer Yakeley. I understand he's getting some NIL money.
Yes, yep.
From those
Stanley Hammers, right?
Stanley Hammers. Boom, nice cross in the midfield. Nice handle by Braden. Good handle. Up.
He's getting double teamed.
Quickly doubled.
Somebody's
open.
open.
So when you're doubled as a young player, run to space just as Brady did there and look for someone as soon as you can, because that double, they had to leave someone else open. Now this is a classic Cato Mickelson lefty sweep. Could it be a bounce shot? No, nice save by the keeper. That's rejected out. The loose ball play back there. Looks like the attack's really battling for it this time. They're moving the crease up. Cato knocks it down. Ball
nice
still bouncing
ride.
around. That's looking like one of those Amish baby rice popcorn kernels.
Yes, it is.
It can't seem to stop moving.
Yep,
Parker Riedel finally picks it up, pulls it out, and settles this Panther offense down.
I think you can make it a little more crunchy.
Yes, if you have a hot oil, avocado oil works best on that popcorn. And again, for those of you who missed it first half, I am a Bobby Flay competitor, season 3 on the Great Pop-Off.
Finalist, correct?
I was a finalist. The preliminaries, it was the kraut down.
Yes.
I had to cook sauerkraut. Again, sour cherries,
But the fix was in.
apples, bacon, and a hint of mango chutney. For all of you, just a diverse flavor you throw in there. Everybody can find that recipe on Mike and Jim's MySpace account, right up there with Mike's 2 appearances on Cops and Dateline.
Yes.
So if those of you had missed Mike's introduction in the first half, Mike Kesnick, 14-time OCA award winner from Southeastern Regional Dane County lacrosse broadcaster. He puts the max and the lax, and he is the boss of lacrosse,
Yes.
Mr. Michael Kesnick.
Yes, and don't forget 2-time runner-up.
That's true, but again, because of the Dateline episode, those 2 years you were disqualified.
Yep. They had to erase him from the record.
The record books.
But statistics are just made up anyway, so that's the way I look at it.
82.7 of statistics statistics are made up on the spot, Mike.
Did you make that number up right there?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm one of the 18% that is.
Yes.
Or actually 17.2.
17 point, yes. Don't forget.
Up, ball down.
Oh, nice.
Up, looks like we forgot something there.
Is that our defender Grice, I believe?
Yep. Yep. Left that back.
And here comes a clear.
Oh, right up the middle. Good look. Brady Fields going to get that ground ball. Got to get that backhand low, right, kids?
Sandwiched.
Both.
Looks like
hands
they're
have
doing
to
man
sweep.
ball, but
Oh, there we go. That's picked up. I'll tell you, these Wauwatosa athletes are pretty fast, but that is a nice stick check by Zimmerman. Ooh, that might be a push in the back. Yep, sure enough is. Looks like, and what good sportsmanship out of that Blazer. He actually tapped Brady on the head, didn't mean to push him in the back. I like that out of lacrosse. Now, that's a fast break. Nice save there. Looks like Zimmerman's going to pull it out, move it up to Trevor Barlow, roll left.
oh, here it comes.
Here it comes. This is an opportunity.
He's got it.
Oh, good save by the keeper. Great
is
save.
that, Jim, is that a face save?
Yeah, that'd be off the melon.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be
Every
right
now
off
and then that's using your head.
Yes, exactly.
You know, they can be a little dangerous with the face save, but not as dangerous as we witnessed last year or 2 years ago with the Adams apple save.
Oh, that did leave a mark.
Yes, that was our man Jake Hagan
That
out of Verona Club who had the Adams apple saved on my friend Jude Kesnick. So
yeah, that did not go well for the
No.
goaltender.
No.
But fortunately, he's fine. Speaking normally again,
Yep.
everything's good.
Yep. Sweep to the right. He's going to get his shot off. Nope. Our defender had him. His hands were not free.
And I know we've gotten a lot of feedback on our Chats with Chad episode we did last week. Many viewers were writing in saying, what the heck are you guys doing? Why are you bringing a third guy in there? Nobody cares about muffler strap adjusters.
Yes.
You know, or when fish bite, but, you know, we wanted to give the kid a shot at the big time. The ratings did not play out. Chad's Chats will not be returning, but we did get a lot of positive feedback about Hope Mickelson.
Yes, we did. A little bit of laundry on the field, Jim.
Yep, and with good reason. I think that was a nice hit, but it was a penalty. But Oregon's very own tail hooker. We got a lot of feedback.
That's right.
Yep, probably the only tail hooker here in Oregon that we're aware of, and she's, you know, done that for our service and worked hard on that aircraft carrier to provide her tail hooking skills.
Yes, top of her class.
And again, that's why the Mickelsons have such quick hands.
Yeah, and you know, she's also Team Mom of the Year.
Well, it's runner-up.
Runner-up, and then she's going to nationals, or she went to nationals until the injury that we
covered last week.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're not going to deep dive down that well again because, you know, that was not something that Hope was happy about. She did want to claim the title. But next year she'll be going back and
that's right. I'm doing the broadcast on that.
Mike Kesnick will be doing the broadcast. So, you know, we also, again, for those of you who missed it the first half, wanted to thank Jordan behind the camera, the queen of OCA Media, I believe they go by. Her robes and crown indicate that, but as a
The medallion.
the medallion from Sony's NIL deal, I'm just happy she's still doing some of these local games. I mean, with that kind of resume, you'd think that she'd be moving on to some sort of major influencer's staff and, you know, just copying and covering somebody from morning till night.
Well, I think she has, but she's just so humble that she wants to give back to where her roots started.
Yes, I appreciate that. And again,
She's not big timing anybody. She's very humble about that.
she is up for an Oscar for the short film category cinematography. So that'll be something else to keep an eye on for Jordan next year. So Jacob Bleakley moves down the center of the field. He's going to roll back down to that left alley. I think he's going to shoot lefty.
Nice.
Great shot. Actually, that's a right-handed hammer.
Yep, right over the shoulder.
And that will be another
Yes,
goal.
a goal.
For Jacob Bleakley. So that'll put the Panthers at 9-0 on the broadcast here. So with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left, Panthers 9, Blazers 0.
Zilch. And
Nada.
it appears the Panthers are switching out some attackmen. We have a couple new faces
Oh,
in
Braden
there.
DiMartino, senior, heading off to Whitewater next year. Is Mickelson still facing off and winning those face-offs? In a roll back, nice swim dodge shot. And just a shot over the top, but I thought that was going to be a faux show, but it was a faux no. So off in the back right here, we've got Cam White coming in. Again, I like the way he moves. Braden DiMartino, senior. Nice pass to Cato Mickelson. He wants to sweep back left. Moves that up top.
And I noticed Cato, once he got the double team, he passed it out right away. So that was a smart move by Cato. And you would expect the Mickelsons to come up with smart moves. You know, I think they're all 4.0 students. And Cato, I want to say, is 4.2.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
He broke the scale.
He did. I'm not surprised, though. He's quite a talented kid. And given that lineage between Scott and Hope, it's no surprise.
I heard they broke down on him real hard when he came home with an A- in one of his tests or quiz.
No, the Mickelsons are only positive.
Yes.
You know, there's enough critics in this world. We need to be encouragers.
Yes.
So that's what we should be doing.
And there was a shot. That was your bouncer.
Not enablers, but encouragers.
Encouragers.
Mike.
Correct.
Yes, we are. And again, Mike Kesnick, the fellow who puts every angle in the square tangle.
Yes.
Mike Kesnick is on live with you on the broadcast. So we've got a clear opportunity for the, can we just go ahead and call them the Tosa Blazers?
Yes, let's just call them Tosa Blazers.
Yeah, all right. So Tosa Blazers, Henry Rothering picks it up. They do get a clear. Of course, no NIL money for that.
Nope, zero.
So
just some recognition.
Just some recognition that they made a nice clear.
Yes.
So, all right, with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left, there's a drive from top left. Looks like it's going to be a shot right to Logan Leatherberry's stick, however. I do want to point out a pass that Logan made in the first half. He was running to his right, 3 Blazers on him. Tim Grice with the wheels downfield. We don't see the long pull across the midfield line very often. And he threw it from one box to the other, basically hit Brady Zimmerman in the stick. Great clear.
It's like an 80-yard pass.
Yep, that's why he's going to play D1 at Cleveland State next year. Make that move. Stay with your left, Brett. Stay with your left there. He had the center of the goal there. He had an open. He just has to trust that left hand. Here we go. Braden DiMartino coming around net. I like the way he's moving. Back right. Rolling back here. I like this roll back.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, good move, good move. But he drew the flag.
Fiddlesticks.
I like how he's moving, though. I really like the way he attacked the goal on that one.
Yep.
I think if he brings that same move up to about a 45-degree angle from the goal mouth, that is a goal.
Yes, and he drew the slash, and so the Panthers will be a man up an EMO.
So
extra man opportunity.
I did see that the Notre Dame EMO unit set a record last year, or yesterday for the year.
Yes.
Almost 70% on extra man unit. Extra man offense, breaking the record set by Detroit Mercy back in 2015.
Yeah, how about that?
I believe 16 actually it was.
Yes, it was back in the teens.
Certainly a teen.
Yep.
Not Tiger Teen Beat like Trevor Barlow, but
no, Trevor Tiger Teen Beat. All right, so the Panthers work the ball around, off to the left wing, back up to the center. Israel's going to take the ball off over to Barlow. And they're going to make the moves. Nice. And that, Jim, was an absolute bazooka. And that was your man, Geekly, with a solid goal.
Jacob Yeakley again, yes. Sponsored by Stanley Hammers.
Yep.
That might be his third. That could be a hat trick.
Yep, third goal.
Oh, look at all the hats on the field. Yep. God, it must be youth night.
It is. And is that an octopus I see somebody whipped out there?
Nope.
What is that?
That might be a dead Blazer.
That could be.
No, I'm kidding. That's not what it is. That's just a sock.
No, a sock. Okay.
My mistake.
I'm getting mixed up with the NHL when they throw sea creatures out there.
Yeah, that is true.
Israel with another face-off win, gets the ball down. Panthers get a touch in the box, and they're going to set up their offense again. And again, Jim, this is kind of demoralizing for a defense when you cannot win the face-off. You're basically...
Oh, my goodness, not another goal.
Yep.
Cato Mickelson.
Yep, with a howitzer on his own.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's a goal!
Goal! Mickelson, goal.
I think somebody had
Number
the
9, Trevor Barlow.
high-pitched
Mickelson.
Vuzuela.
Yes. So, again, we're still sticking with Mickelson facing off. We're up 11-0. I think Coach Francis might start sitting some of his starters here, I hope.
Yep.
No need to keep them into the fourth quarter. Let's get some depth here, get some folks prepared as the playoff run continues. Keep people's knees, arms, elbows healthy. And is Mickelson with another face-off. Great scoop shot and a save by the keeper. Great offside hip save. Trevor Barlow with the tough ride. Look at, he never quits. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I tell you, that was.
Oh, that was a great defensive play. But again,
Looked like all stick to me, but.
You can't argue with the ref. And
No.
again, when you're up 11-0, that's not a call you're going to get.
No.
But look at Trevor, no argument, keeps his head held high, gets back on defense. Kids, that's what you want to do. If you're a young lacrosse player, watch number 9 out there. Trevor Barlow hustles on offense, hustles on defense, works hard on every ground ball, earns every shot he takes.
He's an animal.
And never has any words for the referee. So take that as note. Mike, how many times have you seen a player yell at a referee and have them change their mind?
Yeah, it just doesn't seem to happen often, does it?
That's right. And, that's why we're losing many of our ref folks from the profession is that, all the yelling and screaming from the sidelines, from the players, online, folks, boycotting them at work, etc. No, if you see a ref, hug a ref. You see a ref, just walk up and say thank you. Buy him a McCafe. We want you to support our referees. And boom, that's a great catch in traffic.
All right.
And that'll put the Blazers on the board.
Yes, the shutout is over, but that was a nice setup. Not much your goalie could do there when the opposing player catches the ball on the crease.
Yes, and I think he finished that Canadian, which is catching it on your strong hand, moving it across your face without switching your hand position and finishing the shot. Great shot, great finish, and now we've got the score marked down, right?
Yep.
To 11-1. But again, as they say, if you go down early, you've got all that time to come back.
I think that's their strategy.
So they could be coming back here now.
Yep.
I may have started before the 1 minute left in the third quarter, but Israel Mickelson with the face-off, they seem to be collapsing on him. One more.
Yep.
And that's a faux show.
Yep, that's a
faux show.
trifecta.
Yep, that is why he is the player of the conference, Mr. Is Mickelson. And what do we call that one, Mike?
A goal!
Well done, Mike. Well
Yes,
done.
why, thank you. And it's going to be a timeout, Wauwatosa.
I think it's a timeout, Wauwatosa. And I think, as I said, I think Coach Francis and Coach Lynch are going to start using a lot more deeper part of their bench, giving some other opportunities to play. But while we have a break in the action, we do want to say thank you to all of our Panther sponsors, including Pizza Pit, Stoughton Health, the Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition.
That's a
Parenting
good
teens is
alliteration.
hard. We're here to help. OregonAreaCares.org. And of course, the Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community, the Oregon School District. Of course, as always, we want to thank our athletic director, who we think is probably the best in Wisconsin, Brittany Spencer Grant, for being here tonight as well.
Yes, she is. And we also got to thank our camera person, Jordan, three-time winner. And I was going to ask her during the break, I'm not sure if the audience knows, she's working on a new camera that they're going to install within the crossball. You see, it's the new lacrosse ball cam.
That's an original name for it.
Yes, the lacrosse ball cam. She's developing this product, and it's going to be quite a view.
We've broken several prototypes playing lacrosse with a lacrosse ball cam.
Yes.
And just going back, looks like Is Mickelson won another face-off.
Yep.
And a push from behind.
Some pushing going
so
on.
we're going to go ahead and pick up the ball.
Panther ball.
All right, ball's coming in here. And I believe the push was on Blake Doolin. from McFarland High School.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
so we move it back in to the attack zone. Cato Mickelson moves around the net, finds Dom Mustache in the middle, a little bit of a cross check in the back there. But now we've got a ride on here. It's a drop ride, allowing them to kind of take their time. It all kind of gets bunched up at the midfield. Eventually they run out of people to cover. We're seeing some more folks new on attack, including Dom Mustache, Lane Kisley, and of course, we've got Braden DiMartino on an attack.
And why not?
Ooh, shot, finish.
Very nice.
Cato Mickelson with the rebound on defense. Looks like he's going to try and clear with his legs. Passes it across the middle. Looks like the end of the quarter. Smart play by Mickelson. And that'll bring us to the end of 3 with the score 12 for the Oregon Panthers, 1 for the Tosa Blazers.
Former Lasers. See, now, Jim, is the laser or blazer faster than the speed of darkness?
You know, we're going to have to go to the internet on that one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure. And I see the Panthers are jumping around over there.
Yeah, the Panther faithful are as well. Did we get the attendance count here tonight yet, Mike?
I don't know, but I tell you what, if the listeners at home, I could tell you this booth is shaking.
So
from
that's
all
got to
the
be, are we
jumping
close
about?
to 12,642 is the head count
It's
we got.
another sellout, just like Lambeau. It's been sold out, continuously for.
That's right. If you want to get on the ticket list, on the wait list, now would be the time as this Panther program continues to grow in popularity.
And I hear people are putting their babies right after birth on the wait list.
Yep, just so that at some point during their life, they might get an opportunity here. And Mike, I wanted to say too that this is the last home game for the Panthers this evening. And we wanted to thank our loyal viewership across the globe, from Iceland to the Indiana Pattersons. It's great to have everybody here supporting the club. I want to give a special shout out to our military alumni, Carl Brooks and Zach Zilke, is always on the broadcast.
Sure.
Thank you for all you do every day and what you do for this country. So we're going to head back to the fourth quarter here with a face-off, it looks like.
New goalkeeper for the Panthers.
That would be Keaton DiMartino,
Excellent.
brother of Brayton DiMartino.
And I believe we have new face-off.
That is correct. We've got Blake Doolin coming in from McFarland for the face-off. And on the wing, we've got, let's see here, is that Jacob Sturtz out on the wing? And Owen Tauschek.
Yes.
Back there on defense, it looks like we've got a couple of new players down there as well. We've got Rylan Konecki starting in at D this half. And a shot and a goal on DiMartino.
Yes. Their midfielder got by our defense, so he was past Jacob Sturtz. He got his hands free, and there was not a whole lot your goaltender's going to do on that one. The shot was from pretty close.
You can sum up this sport in 2 words. You never know.
I think that's 3, Jim.
I know, that's why I said it.
Yes, that's right. All righty. Well, so they have a little bit of momentum, but I think we're going to put an end to that.
All right, let's see here. So we've got a new Fogo again. New folks on the wing. I see Toby Belusik, one of the alumni from the state championship teams here.
Oh, sure.
Looks like he's got a protein drink.
Yes, he was quite the animal playing also.
So here we go. Ball moves into the defensive end on the Panthers again. We still have Tim Grice out there, Jacob Sturtz, Levin Eustace.
Quite the ground ball battle.
Looks like it's coming up Blazer, though. Blazers maintain control of the possession. Jacob Sturtz with the rusty gate. Yes,
Nice.
That's a great check. Unfortunately, it bounced right back into the Blazer stick. Owen Tauschek picks up the player here. They're going to, good check. Good fake, moves it back behind X. Tim Grice has number 1 on the Blazers covered there behind the net. That would be Evan Penninger.
Sounds good to me.
Yep, I was close. All right, so midfielders moving it down. Levin tries the can opener check, slides it across creep, ball comes out, lands in Brayton DiMartino sticks. Now, do we make the clear money if it's not Logan Leatherberry in the goal? I don't believe we do.
That's page 6 of the contract. We'll find that out.
Heavy ride here, heavy ride in front of the goal. Good hustle by DiMartino, picks it up, gets it downfield. drops it right
Nice.
in Barlow's stick, sweeps left, shot, and a save on the other end. It's going to be coming back to the Panthers end, but great play by Keaton DiMartino, the young goaltender who will be stepping into Logan Leatherberry's big cleats next year. Lane Kisley does an excellent job staying on sides. And I think
help with the ride, too.
Yes.
Panther ball.
Panther ball. Rode him right out of bounds. That I'm going to give a effort point or a gold star to Trevor Barlow once again. Not only does he play offense, he plays defense, moves it down, looking for Lane Kinsley on the sweep. Nice handle on offense. Back to Dom Mustashi. Of course, Dom Mustashi, the son of Chris Mustashi,
who's a legend in his
own mind, right?
Yes.
And of course, he gets his speed, athleticism, and grace from his lovely mother, Jamie. He gets his hard-headedness, his ability to take hits, and his good-looking smile from his father, Chris.
Of course.
So, again, nice move off ball by Dom Mustashi. The defender moved. I like he's moving off ball here. Jacob Stanley, the hammer, Yeakley is coming in. He moves left. He's going to roll back to his right again. Thank goodness his mutter was a mutter. He slipped a bit. Moves back to his left. Now he's going to try and go right shot. Ooh. Good backup by Lane Kisley. Yes. Rebound pops over to the Tosa goaltender.
That almost hit Lane in the shin. That was going to leave a mark.
But Lane was quick-handed and got the ball. Good ride here. Again, Mustashi, Riedel on the ride. So let's go Blazers. Speaking of Chris Mustashi, another father of Adrian Mustashi. Oh, and a shot and a goal by the Blazers.
That was a nice shot. That, I believe.
Adrian was on that championship team from 2 years ago also and played last year, of course, his senior year, and now is off to Eau Claire. Who was the goal?
I think that was Colton
Geiger.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
that was that Geiger counted.
Yes. That Geiger counted high.
Yes. Nice shot.
Yes. Duncan Rogers.
An assist by Duncan Rogers.
Yes, and I think that Geiger shot made the earth move, didn't it?
Yes. It did. I felt it.
At least the little needle here in the counter.
Yes, it did. It was not quite a Stanley hammer, but it was a Geiger counter.
Yes.
All right. Is Mickelson back out on the face? Tim Francis has seen enough with a 3-goal comeback by the Blazers. Cato cutting left. Ball just dropped at his feet. That could be because the cross is wet, kids. When it gets wet, the ball creates, your stick tends to get more whip in it. And that might be happening to Parker Riedel. I've seen a few of his passes go down early today. So he's looking to get it back to Cato Mickelson up top here. He's going to move it across here to Owen Tauschek. Owen Tauschek looking for Brett Root up here at the top of the box here. Coming in from the left side top of the box. Taking his time here, waiting to set up the dodge. Waiting to see where the slide is going to come from. But he's hoping to continue to generate some offense like he did in that first quarter. Again, as I said, if the Panthers want to make a deeper playoff run, we need to get offense from more players than the Mickelson brothers, Yeakley and Barlow.
Sure.
So ball's up top. I like this. Lane Kinsley's out there. He's going to show those wheels. Just 2 games ago, that could be a push. He hangs onto the ball. Flag down. A way to draw the foul. Another push in the back. Again, that could be a penalty on the Tosa Blazers.
Yep, and I believe it's going to be a push, which will put the Panthers for an extra man opportunity.
And again, wanted to thank Ben Rothering for announcing every home game this year. Wanted to thank the Oregon Panther Youth Club Board for all they do for the sport, and that's how we keep the excitement here at Oregon. The sport continues to grow. The U8 program had a heck of a year this year. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future.
Yeah, I heard they're animals, aren't they?
They are. They're a tough squad. They're a tough squad. I can't name them all tonight because we don't have time in the broadcast, but needless to say, some of that Panther group is going to be playing right out here on this field in years to come, and wouldn't be surprised to see if they took a deep run into the playoffs, just like these kids were when they were young. That's going to be a shot. Oh, just a tip at the last moment.
Good stick
shot
check.
Goes wide. Good defense by the Blazers. I give them a ton of credit. They're not laying down. They're not quitting, even with being down these 9 goals. And how many times does 3 go into 9, Mike?
I'm going to guess somewhere around 3 times.
All right, that is true. How many times does 3 go into 12?
Boy, you know, can you give me a while to figure that one out?
Yep, we'll give you a moment here.
All right.
Oh, nice
Nice.
shot. He
Boy,
released
oh
it early.
boy.
Who
Yep.
was that finish?
That was Mr. Mickelson, and I think he saw the defender coming, and he put the ball in before he was going to take the abuse on that shot.
Yeah, I really think, you know, I know they were
Goal
man
and
up,
hat trick for number 13.
and that
Israel
is a hat trick
Nicholson.
for the Player of the Year in the conference. We're going to get some subs in here quick,
What do you know?
and it's 7 minutes and 2 seconds. And just for old time's sake,
That was a goal!
Mickelson goal.
Yes.
All right, so we're back at it here. And again, was thanking the youth board for everything they've done. I want to thank, of course, the Booster Club, the high school, the WIAA, and we've got a new fella taking face-offs here
I
now.
believe it's Tauschik.
Tauschik, he moved early, unfortunately, and it looks like it's going to go to the Tosa Blazers to start this last 7 minutes of the quarter.
All right, gives the Panthers some time on the defense.
So this is the first round of the playoffs, Mike. I guess we'll be playing another game and then another game. That's how the playoffs work.
I think
If you
that's
keep
how it
winning,
works.
You keep playing.
Yes.
For those of you at home who are not aware of that.
And our statistician that you can look up on MyFace, Mr.
I
Leatherberry,
believe that's MySpace lacrossestats.edu
Yes.
/stats /.org.
Oh,
And a
another
goal with Tosa. Now it's how many times does 4 go into 13, Mike? That's a little bit harder.
Yeah, I'm going to say 3.1.
3.1 times.
3.12116.
But you're just a
4,
physicist. You're not a mathematician.
3.14. Yes, this is true. I mean, yes, I do know my math, but really, you know, theoretical subatomic quantum astrophysics is really what I'm into.
Yes, that's true. And the Blazers are going to need to turn this team around 360 degrees, which would be a circle, Mike.
I'm going to say that's
I would
like
say a 180 is actually
you
what
know,
you want to do.
I want to call, you know, the technical term and the scientific term on that is a donut.
That is true. That is true.
Yep.
All right, so the Mickelsons are back out on the field. If I'm Coach Francis, I'm going to avoid the big hits, maybe give them a break, and let Cato keep
Nice
shooting
save.
it. Good save. I'm telling you, this Tosa keeper has had his share of shots.
Yeah, he's seen a lot of
and
rubber.
his share of shaves as Sally
there
sells
was
seashells
a,
at the seashore.
There was a little retaliatory body slap on the deep hole. Braden DiMartino, I think, bothered him on that shot.
Playing some defense. You see that
Yep.
hustle again? Braden DiMartino out there hustling on the ride, contributing where he can. So we move the ball up top. That's Yeakley again. Back up to Yeakley. Again, Stanley Hammer the Yeakley. He's pulling it out. He's asking somebody else to make the dodge here up top. They're going to play a little pairs up top. See how the 3 players set low and 1 behind. It's a 2-man game. Good fake. Gets around the defender. Gets into a lot of traffic. It's going to be 3-on-1. Move the ball up top here. Back to Yeakley. Taking their time, 5 minutes left, 13-4 score. Of course, there's no shot clock, no rush here. They're looking to maybe move it back to Cam White, back up to Yeakley. Still with Yeakley. Oh, moves it up top. I think the defender jumped a little early. I like the attacking mode here. If the defender jumps early, if you're playing midfield, kids, my mistake. You're going to want to go right to the goal. If your defender tries to make a jump like that, misses the ball, you've got it.
Hit the Jets, right?
Hit the Jets, attack the goal, make somebody else slide, and pass it to where that slide came from. Just off the stick of Mickelson, that's a rare turnover, and the ball's coming back the other way. Mickelson's certainly working his tail off to get that ball back. He's up 13-4. Again, kids, that's what you want to see. Is that kind of effort. If you turn the ball over, it's your job to get it back.
And I think Cato was a little disappointed with himself, and he said, I'm going to get that ball back.
Yep, and unfortunately, his good buddy, the Hammer Yeakley, came over and gave him too much of a hand, and that will be a slashing call, giving them a man-down situation with the Blazers outscoring the Panthers this quarter, 4-2.
That's correct. And I was going to say at the end of the third quarter, I believe it was another 12-3 for shots on goal.
And, you know, I will tell you that this has been my, I want to say is this our 28th season, Mike?
Yep.
And what a privilege it is every year to work with you and Jordan.
Oh, thank you.
You know, the queen of OCA Media, you know, we get the opportunity to work with her for a handful of games each season. And it's never a better broadcast than when Jordan's here. The queen of OCA Media with her crown, with her big necklace with the camera on it, her work on the lacrosse ball camera that we've done on our off time. And that's a hammer of a shot by
That was
22
nice.
from the Tosa Blazers.
That was a bazooka. That is Peter Gugliani?
Nope,
no.
that's not even close. That would be Parker Gugala.
Okay.
But you were close on the first effort. And that's
You're
why I
gonna have
love
to get
working with you, Mike.
Yes.
Your pronunciation is often spot on.
Yes, and of course the readers would have helped on that one.
Yep. And, you know, I will say, you know, the broadcasting each and every year gets better. The time spent getting to know you and the family, you know, the barbecues you host for the whole crew here. And, you know, it's one of those things that goes without saying that this broadcast would not happen without the fine folks at OCA Media and without you, Mr. Mike Kesnick, the one who puts the max and the lags, the boss of lacrosse, every angle of that square tangle.
Yes.
And
you got it.
two-time Dateline, we'll just say participant.
And cops.
And cops, of course.
Yeah.
Those are great accolades. And we are fortunate to have you here in the community with your lacrosse knowledge, your Native American history, and your appreciation of this beautiful game we call that sport with the ball and the stick thingy, lacrosse.
The native, it's the creator's game.
It
And
is
that
the
was so
creator's
nice,
game.
Jim. I think I'm verklempt.
You should be verklempt, as I was with the opening shot of tonight's broadcast with the flag and the rainbow that, again, the queen of OCA Media, Jordan, was able to capture at the head of this broadcast. As a reminder, 82.7 statistics are made up on the spot.
I think you just made that number up.
No.
Okay.
So, again, of course, this year's season's NIL sponsorship, MySpace, we're going someplace. Again, Mike and I took most of our payment in stock. We're hoping that whole Justin Timberlake involvement is going to make this something special. And then, of course, Napster. You can download any song you want for virtually free. All you need is an MP3 player, which is a lot like a Walkman.
Ah, yes. I would be familiar with those.
Yes. So, again, last year's sponsor, the Walkman, we are no longer mentioning you on the broadcast. Oh, looks like a full clear here. Is this the nemesis? The Nemitz.
It is.
He has 3 clears with his feet.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, he's wearing sweatpants. That's not easy.
No, it's not. I noticed
mean,
that earlier.
I'm usually 4'2" in shorts, but when I'm wearing sweats, I'm a good 4.4.
Yes, I think they're slimming.
Yes. And that's me just getting a sandwich.
Yes. And I noticed that they have a couple of players in sweatpants tonight.
Yes. A lot. And speaking of sweatpants, Levin Eustace rocking them for the Panthers.
Oh, yes. And it appears we may have an injury.
Oh, fiddlesticks. You don't want to see that at this point.
No, I think it was a whack to the knee with the stick.
Ouch.
At least that's the way it appears.
I'll tell you, that'll leave a mark.
That will.
And again, I want to thank the whole coaching staff for the Panthers. Again, these guys come out, dedicate a lot of time for these boys to play lacrosse. And I'd be remiss without mentioning how well our Oregon Lady Panthers are doing this season. They just whooped up on Wauwatosa prior to us showing up.
Yeah,
I
how
think
about
it was
that?
18-6.
Wow.
And I think they've got something special this year, Mike. You might see this team at state.
Well, that's a good sign. Let's mention our coaches. We've mentioned our head coach a number of times, Tim Francis. But
Oh,
I
that's
don't-
the guy's name?
Yes.
All right.
I'm not
That's
so
Coach
sure
Francis.
that we've mentioned the assistant coaches.
Yes, of course, Austin Lynch, Joe Judnick, and Aiden Leatherberry of the Leatherberry Stats family.
Yep.
Again, we also want to mention some of our sponsors here, of course, which is the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency. So I'm going to maybe say these wrong just for fun. Actively building competency, character, culture, and community.
Oh, yes, community.
That was a joke, folks.
I'm
it's
all for that.
competency, character, culture, and community. I thought that would be kind of humorous.
I thought that was community.
Aren't I a card?
Yes.
The Oregon Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your memberships directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster buddy today. So with the help off the field, I'm happy to see that Blazers back up on his feet. Trevor Barlow is doing stick tricks now at the midfield. I think that's probably for his calendar next year.
Yes.
So if you
The
want to
Teen
go
Beat
to
calendar.
Yep, Trevor Tiger Teen Beat Barlow calendar /
I think he has his own personal photographer, does he not?
He does.
Follows him around?
Actually, funny you should mention that. Jordan just let me know that he had been contracted to be with the queen of OCA Media to follow him around.
Makes sense,
to
doesn't
be
it?
his personal videographer for his social
Total makes sense.
media, which I'm not quite sure what that means, but something with the interweb that apparently you can talk to other people on.
Yeah, you know, I'm still on the on-ramp of the information highway, superhighway, so don't ask me.
All right. Well, so once we figured that interweb thing out, we'll get back to you. But in the meantime, thank you for listening to us on the radio here tonight.
And it was 30 seconds left. It looks like we're just going to run the ball out. And well, you know, that's the nemesis.
Nope.
The nemesis took the ball
No,
away,
he
I believe.
did not.
No?
Number 18's over there. Oh, maybe the nemesis took it away.
Yes, I
Oh,
believe.
and the goaltender is looking to go coast to coast.
Yep.
Maybe make a highlight reel.
He
This is
wants
not
to.
a smart move. This is how someone gets hurt. Oh my God! Ball down. James Sherman with the turnover.
Oh, and they're saying empty net.
And
James.
he's a hockey player. Get that shot off. Look at those wheels. Look at those
Yes.
wheels. Oh, just a small turnover. And now the ball's coming back the other way. This is pure chaos here. 0-1, and that's the game.
And
the
that's-
Panthers with the victory.
Playoff victory number 1, Jim.
And
13
again,
to 5.
that'll be the last you hear of Mike and Jim for another season. Of course, we have been in talks with OCA Media about doing a weekly sports show. Jordan has informed us that the contracts are in negotiation, so we'll look forward to perhaps talking to you more from the comfort recliners of the OCA's Media Studios. So thanks again, Mike Knight, the boss of lacrosse.
Appreciate it.
Mike Kesnick, the man, the myth, the OCA award winner,
The Lax Lord.
the Lax Lord, the man who puts the angle on the square tangle, Mr. Michael Kesnick. Have a great rest of your year, and thanks for tuning in.
Good evening, folks.
Goodbye.